Okay, now that I've created some patterns on my paper using my crayons by drawing some patterns, repeating lines and shapes over and over, or using my rubbing plates to create different patterns, now what we're going to do is we're going to try and put those patterns together to create some pattern bugs. So when we look at things that are in real life, like people and plants and animals and bugs, they all have different patterns on them. So if you look at the patterns on a bug, maybe on the wings of a bug, there would be lines repeated over and over. On the shell of a beetle, there might be some squares or different shapes repeated over and over. Or on the body of this dragonfly, there might be some lines repeated over and over. So these patterns on the bugs make them look very interesting. Some dots repeated over and over. So real things in real life always have some patterns. Animals, plants, and bugs. So we're going to create our own pattern bugs today using our rubbing plates or drawing our own patterns. So the first thing we're going to start with is a blank sheet of paper, and we're going to create some patterns all over this piece of paper. I can use my rubbing plates to create some patterns with different colors. Maybe I'll use blue, and maybe I want to make a bug with many colors, so maybe I will switch to red. Maybe I will get another rubbing plate to do a different type of pattern with a different color, like orange. This kind of looks like little squares repeated over and over. So I'm creating many different patterns on my paper. Now I can also make my own patterns. Maybe I just want to draw some patterns. Some circle, circle, circle. Maybe I can do some straight lines, crisscross. So I'm going to fill my whole paper with different patterns. Now when my paper is filled with these patterns, it's going to look filled in all the way. So it's going to look kind of like this with different patterns. So I'm going to fill my paper with all these patterns with my rubbing plates or drawing my patterns. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to keep that pattern picture that we just drew, and we're going to look at these worksheets that have different types of bugs on them. Now when we look at different types of bugs, they all have different shapes to them. A butterfly has some wing shapes that look like this. A ladybug has a big circle, a little circle, and some antenna. A caterpillar has many circles over and over and over to make their body. A dragonfly has a big long body and then two oval wings on the side. So different bugs have different shapes. So I'm going to figure out which bug I like. So I think I really like the caterpillar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw the shapes of the caterpillar onto my patterns. So I know the caterpillar has many circles over and over. So I'm going to take my marker and draw many different circles on my paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 9 circles to make this caterpillar. So I'm going to draw 9 circles. Then I can see the caterpillar has some feet, so I'm going to make some little feet that I can cut out. And when I think that I have all the body parts for this caterpillar, I'm going to start to cut out my body parts. After I've cut out all my body parts, then I can take this green piece of paper and start to glue my caterpillar together. All the circles, all the little feet. I can even cut out some little lines or some little oval antennas. And then when I've built my whole bug, I can make 2 and then add some details. Maybe I want to add some patterns on my bugs, like lines or some circles or some antenna or some eyes and a mouth. Even some grass, some clouds in the sky. So I'm going to use my marker to add some details to finish my picture. Okay?